Hello everyone and welcome to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez and I'm here with my weekly Moonday Oracle message. Now this is going to be a generalized message or overview for the energy of this week, November 21st, 2022. So this is divinely aligned for all those who are meant to find themselves here. Whether you are watching this live or even back on the replay, it does not matter. You are here in exact divine timing, which means that it will resonate with you uniquely at the time that you hear this reading. So I am not doing individualized personal readings here today. Again, it's for the general overview for the collective. And so I'll go into a little bit more about what you can expect here today. Just want to make sure that everybody can see me and hear me okay. Hi, Donna. Welcome, love. Thank you for being here live. I'm happy that you could make it, and happy Moon Day. How is the sound for you? Can you hear me okay? Hello, Sarah. Hi, Brenna. Welcome, loves. Thank you all for making it. I did not announce that I was going live today because honestly I was not sure if I was going to make it. I have been incredibly busy these last 2 weeks or so. I've had new adjustments in my routine. I've also been working on the 2023 readings and really trying to get those done in a timely fashion. So those of you who are still waiting, you can always send me a message if you want to find out where you are on the list. I can always do that for you. But I'm moving through as quickly as I can. Hi, Ashley. Welcome, lovely. Oh, perfect, Donna. Thank you, Brenna. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share this really quickly to my personal page. Just bear with me one moment. And how are you all with the energies today? Because they've been quite interesting, at least for me anyway. Okay, I think I got it. Donna says, I am. I'm sorry, I don't know if that was delayed or not. What was that in response to, love? Sorry. So again, I'm going to go over this really quickly. Oh, okay, it like cut off on you there. I see it now. Much better than I was a few days ago. Saturday was a crash and burn for me. Oh, you know, I heard a couple people say that about the weekend being a little challenging. It was okay for me, but I do know quite a few people that were having a lot of things go on energetically, emotionally. So yeah, it's been interesting. But today for me, it's been really unusual feeling and energy. I'm not really sure, what exactly. I know that we are in the, for those of you who are not in the Cosmic Oracle group, definitely benefit to check that out. You know, Oracles of Light, Karen and I, we run the monthly Cosmic Oracle group with daily Oracle messages for the entire month, but also we go over different energy forecasts, different energy gateways, stargates, things like that. So I won't go into a lot here because I reserved that specifically for that group. It's worth it if you want to join it just for a month. You can always do that. It's $33. We'll be opening up registration for the month of December within a few days, actually. So just stay tuned for that or send me a message. But the Pleiadian Stargate is actually open at this time, and today at midnight, actually last night midnight, 21st at midnight, however you want to look at that, was actually the peak point of it, and I believe it runs through until tomorrow. But the highest point where Pleiadian Gateway, or should say the Pleiades star system, actually aligns with Earth and our sun. It's actually opposition to our sun right now. So again, I'm not going to go into all the details because I go into a more oracular, in-depth perspective in the group, but it's definitely pushing us to out of the dark and into the light. So if there is heaviness, you know, this is what you might actually be feeling. And it's a great opportunity to sit and reflect within yourself to find out what is it that's being dug up or feeling heavy at this time, because that's something that you might want to work with to try to shift out of that, to release that. Okay. Hi, Karen. I'm so happy that you could make it live. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get into this. For anybody who is new to my page, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Those of you who are continued supporters of my work, thank you all so much for being here as well. Those of you on the replay as well, thank you. You guys, I might actually start converting from Facebook to YouTube Live. I'm not 100% yet. But if you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, you might want to go ahead over there. You can find it at Magical Me or Jamie Mendez. It should come up. Yeah, go ahead over there and subscribe. And I will let everybody know when I'm going to start doing that. I'm still kind of like on the fence. There's a lot of changes that are feeling like they want to start happening. So there's a possibility for that. Also, I love the support. It helps me a lot if you all could just give the video a like here. And just, you know, that helps to other people be able to see it. It gets it out there. Also, I've started including, because people have actually asked me to do this, they'd like to send over donations here and there when they can, just to honor my time and energy for the lives I do. If you're ever interested, please do not feel obligated to do that. But I have included my PayPal link here in the top of the post or in the comments somewhere. You should be able to see it. If not, you can always message me. But again, not obligated, always appreciated. Thank you all. Hi, Trista. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Happy Moon Day. Tons of self-healing reflection on Saturday. Good for you, Donna. Wonderful. All right. So I'm going to go ahead then and just explain every Monday or so. It's not all the time. I do try to go live around 5 p.m. Eastern time just to bring forward a message of insight and guidance into the energy of the week ahead and what we all need to know as a collective. So it just gives us that motivation, inspiration, wisdom, and awareness to help us with this energy. Hi, Bobby. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you being here. So I try to do that. These aren't personalized readings. Like I said, I do offer personal readings privately. If you're interested, you can send me a message. We can set that up. However, I am booked out through mid-December, towards the end of December, with the 2023 readings. But Karen over at Oracles of the Light is also taking readings at this time. So just a heads up. Welcome, gorgeous Nikki. Thank you for being here. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this. Not a lot of news and announcements to talk about right now. So just going to go ahead and get into the reading. As I do that, bringing forward my own oracular insights and intuitive abilities, as well as working with oracle cards. Again, these messages will resonate with you whenever you find yourself here or watching this video. It's always in divine time. Okay. So first things first, we're going to come into sacred space together because we are all sharing energy across space and time. Just a great idea for us to just take a moment. And this is a wonderful daily practice. You can do this as often as you need, just to come back into our bodies, centering ourselves, and just coming back into the present moment, all right? So I'm just going to have you all, if you can close your eyes, or you don't have to, but just try to detach for a second if you can from anything going on around you, and just take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And on your outward breath, just allow all stress, worries, anxieties, any fears that are coming up, just allow it all to just fall away at this time. Any thoughts, as we just focus on the here and now. I'm going to take another deep breath in through your nose. And just noticing as you release your breath, where any tension might be in your body, just bringing your awareness in and just softening that tension, just allowing yourself to relax and release. One more time, take a nice deep breath in. And as you release this breath, you're just going to drop your mind now into your heart space. You can even place your hands on your heart. Just feeling into your heart, feeling into your body, feeling into the present moment. All that matters is this moment. Okay. And you can open your eyes. Hi, Mary. Welcome and thank you for being here. Oh, thank you, Trista. I appreciate that. I have wonderful friends who always find the coolest mugs and give them to me, so I'm blessed. But so yeah, anybody with all of the energies that are going on, the holidays, all of that, this is just a really quick, great way to just come back to self. Just detach from anything that's going on around you, because it can just create so much more chaos within us, and that creates our external circumstances, and just a great idea just to come back to self. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the reading for the week. I am working with the Enchanted Map Oracle cards by Colette Baron-Reid. And it's interesting that I've really been drawn to working with this the last couple of days, actually, for myself, especially when we are just moving into, the sun is moving into Sagittarius tomorrow. So Sagittarius to me is all about that focus and bringing in that heightened inspiration and motivation, that fire to really get us focused on where we're meant to be going, kind of like innovative energy to help us birth new ideas, and kind of really focusing on our direction, which has been coming up a lot lately. So I feel like that's why I was really drawn to work with this deck, is it's the map, and it's really about giving us that direction, if you will. All right, so let's go ahead and see what divine guidance and insight comes forward for the collective's highest and greatest good for this week of November 21st, 2022. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I like it, what I'm seeing. Okay. So, hi, Eileen. Welcome, my love. Thank you for being here. We have a 28, which breaks down to be a number 10 numerically. And in numerology, we don't usually recognize the 10, but because I work with tarot, and the journey with the 10 is really about the arrival. It's kind of like the culmination from the beginning and the fullness of the potential of starting out on a journey. You move through your trials, your challenges, your leveling up points, and you get to that 10, which is like, I made it. I'm ready to, just recognize how far I've come, really taking stock in all I've learned up until this point, and now I'm really ready to see what's next. And that's exactly where we all are. That's exactly the energy that Sagittarius is bringing to us, especially with this Pleiadian Stargate that we're in. We're also still in the 1111 portal until the 29th. So it's really about bringing our awareness to what now? What's next for me? Where do I go from here, right? So 10 would break down numerically then to be a 1. And 1 is the number of new beginnings. It's all about a rebirth. We're also 2 days from now, we've got the new moon in Sagittarius. At the same time, planet Jupiter goes direct in its very comfortable sign of Pisces. I won't go into all of those details, but that is something that I do cover specifically in that Cosmic Oracle group. It's well worth it. If you want to check it out, you can try it for a month. See if you like it. Again, we'll be opening up registration for December's month, for December's group, very short, within a couple of days. You should see it, or you can just send me a message. But again, 1 is also about almost like independence, but not necessarily independence in a way of like, kind of going out on your own. The independence I see from this is like stepping out on a new venture, where it's like something very new, very trailblazing, where we are really ready to begin and kind of jump out of the norm, jump out of the known, okay? So 1 is also the number of movement, forward movement, and that is our card. So I love this card when it comes up in readings because it says so much. It's really about, like, first of all, I'm always drawn to the hot air balloon in the background. And I love that the colors are orange and red because to me that resonates with the sacral chakra, which is in our pelvic area womb space, which is our, it's connected into our emotions. It's connected into our intuition. It's connected into our feelings. It's also connected to our inner child. And there's been a lot of inner child healing that's been occurring at this time, subconsciously and consciously. And the red is, to me, signifies the root chakra, and it's like our roots. And to me, that's like lift off of the known. Roots is our stability, our foundation. It's our physical presence, our connection into, our body and connection in here to on earth. It's also our roots. It's also where a lot of like fears and old programs and fight or flight patternings are also reside once we, when they kind of get stuck and hang out there. So to me, the fact that those are kind of lifting off, and you always think about hot air, to me it's like all of those things where we were stuck, maybe because sacral chakra is creativity, it's the spark of life, it's inspiration, it's the feminine, it's that receptivity. And again, so it's like those areas of stability or structure or feeling the need to feel like protected and safe, and our roots and what we lay down as our roots, as well as that creativity, that inspiration, any emotions where we were stuck. It's like we're lifting off and there is movement. And it does feel to me, especially because the ostrich is going in a different direction, and it literally looks like the ostrich just stood up off the ground and took whatever was there with it, and it's going in a different direction than the balloon. So it makes me feel like we're ready to move in a different direction as far as our inspiration goes, our creativity, as far as our stability and our roots go. And that could also pertain to our connections, because sacral chakra also is that space of our sensuality, our sexuality, and it could have to do with partnerships too. So this could be us like either leaving behind new relationships or old relationships, or it could also be breathing new life, new air into relationships, which actually planet Venus is in Sagittarius right now. And Sagittarius with Venus is also bringing that free spirit and new life into the way that we perceive relationships. So, or the way that we even enter into a relationship dynamic. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic one. So it's that adventurous energy. So you've got that movement coming in to take us into a whole new direction, which Sagittarius to me seems to be sparking off, because it's helping us to be a little bit more adventurous in the way that we do things, in the way that we might actually get inspired or allow ourselves to be moved, because I don't necessarily feel like it's even all about what we are choosing for ourselves as much as it's like we're being moved. You can either struggle against it and go kicking and screaming, or you could just allow yourself to be carried by divine circumstances, and just not fighting the flow of what is trying to work for you in your favor. At this time, it does really feel to me brand new. It feels unfamiliar, and it might feel a little unstable, but it's so exciting. Planet Jupiter that I said earlier, that's going into or moving direct with this new moon. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, abundance, luck, helping us to really bring like new vitality into situations as well. So it's really helping us to move in this way of unencumbered, where we might have had all of these things or fears or doubts that held us back before, or we might not have been, that we might have recognized the signs of what was ready to be let go or what was falling away in our lives. And we might have really been holding on tightly because, change is scary. And, maybe we didn't want to move in a new direction. But one thing that I'm also being shown a lot this last week is that when something has to end or comes to an end, or when we're being asked to let something go, it isn't necessarily that we're being asked to let go of something. It could be, again, it's going to resonate uniquely with every single one of us. Some of the things we do need to let go. But it also more so might be about, I'll use a relationship, for example. We might be thinking that like our relationship, it's not been working, it's like it's ready to come to an end. Therefore, it's time to move on. And this could be so. But in other circumstances, especially with Venus coming in strong in Sagittarius as a big player right now, she's also bringing, because Venus is the planet of love, relationships, higher love. She's also, about like our relationships with ourself too, and self-love, as well as relationships with money and finances. So, she could be it could be that we're not necessarily being asked to move on as much as we are being asked to die to the old identity and way and dynamic in that relationship. It's almost like completely letting go of who you were, how you identified, and now potentially engaging in these connections, circumstances, situations in a whole new way of being and seeing. So it's allowing you to expand on who you are, how you are, and Venus also rules how you love. So very interesting energy coming in for us this week. It is really helping to move us into a higher, because you can see as it's like they stood, this ostrich kind of like stood up off the ground. So to me, it's also like we are quantum leaping into, with this 1111 door, we've been talking about that, especially with this Pleiadian Stargate energy, where it is really, I will say Pleiades star, known as Alcyone, is our spiritual sun. Is believed to be like our spiritual, is it a spiritual sun? I'm sorry, I always say it's like it is the brightest star, but I think it's more of like our spiritual moon. But it's considered the sun, so phoenixy in energy in Pleiades. And Pleiades itself is, again, opposite our sun right now. So it's like, it's kind of giving us an opportunity for us to be, it's like the mothering energy with the moon, with the lunar energies coming in that want to nurture us, that want to help us to grow into our fullness, into our higher selves, versus our sun that sometimes, if we just ruled by that, it could be very limited as far as like even sun rules ego, So to me, it's like pushing us beyond that. And it's also like nourishing, what's the word I'm looking for? And the sun is linked to our core, our solar plexuses, our life force center, right? Our confidence, our ability to step courageously into the unknown. So, it's almost like it's conditioning. That's the word I wanted. It's like Pleiades right now, being that very powerfully feminine divine energy, is like conditioning the sun and earth to help rebirth us into a more nurtured pathway for ourselves, if that makes sense. So really beautiful message that's coming forward, and like such a breath of fresh air. I'm sure some of you can relate. Ready for some movement, ready for some blessings, ready for some change. Again, check out Cosmic Oracle for the month of December. Again, it's offered by myself and Karen, my other partner at Oracles of the Light, at my sister business. So yeah, because that's like something that we talk about a lot, is how all of these beautiful divine alignments really are working with us and for us. Okay. So I have not pulled the mudra yet for the week. I'm going to do that after the live is done. So don't forget to give this video a like, everybody, or a thumbs up if you can, just to, show your support. And then, again, you might want to go over and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, you can find it Magical Me or Jamie Mendez, because I might eventually start to transition doing lives there instead of here. It's not 100% yet, but just a heads up in case that starts, okay? Hi, Jessica. Welcome. Literally every day, sometimes multiple times a day. I've been seeing. Oh, wow. That's quite a big, messages about activation, higher alignments, kind of really moving you into like a higher consciousness and opportunities. It's also about manifesting. So, yeah, watch your thoughts when you see it, okay? All right, new direction is coming in full circle. Took up an herbalism course, working towards more, herbalism, that's wonderful. I've always wanted to do that. Working towards more physical and metaphysical healing. Good for you. Good for you. Let's see if I missed anything. I'm just going to go ahead and block this person here. Sorry, everybody. There's somebody that's kind of like spamming. Give me 1 second and I'll check the rest of the comments. All right, sorry about that. Donna says, so far everything you've said regarding the stars, the cards, spot on with me and what I'm going through. Oh, wow, there you go. Thanks for sharing that. All right, I think that's it. Laura, Ivy, welcome. Thanks for being here. All right, everybody, I so appreciate you being here with me, and I do hope that you all have a most magical and blessed week. I look forward to hopefully being here again. Stay tuned for the video that I'm going to be posting of the mudra for the week. Again, mudras are just powerful tools and facilitators of healing, growth, and change. And it's a way that you can take power into your own hands to bring that healing and those changes into your own life just by working with them once a day for the entire week. It's going to be quite helpful. All right, everybody, have a blessed week. Take care.